It's the Christmas season, everybody, and you know what that means. It is time for the second annual Christmas movie review. Last year, I was feeling a bit more festive than I am this year. This year, I am not dressed up. I did not decorate because I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not feeling the holiday season. I'm not very holly and jolly, which I feel like is pretty appropriate because the movie that we're going to be talking about today is Scrooge. Now, we've all heard the story of A Christmas Carol, and if you haven't, well, sorry. And learn it, I guess. I don't know. There's been countless movies done, but I don't think you've ever seen a movie like this one. This movie comes from my favorite YouTube channel, Christian Movies. When you look it up, there's not much information you can find out about it other than it came out in 2022, which is pretty crazy because the animation in this movie is absolute nightmare fuel. I'm not capping when I say that Scrooge is my sleep paralysis demon.
Good afternoon.
But without further ado, Scrooge. So the movie opens up with Scrooge mourning over Marley's passing 7 years earlier on Christmas Eve. 7 years earlier from what? Just 7 years earlier. Like normally whenever you start a movie, you'll start it in the past and then you'll go to a title card that says 7 years later. But this movie is built different. The director of this movie is switching things up a little bit, and I gotta give him respect. Would I have made that creative choice? I would not have, because to me that seems dumb. But I'll give him credit for at least trying, I guess. A CGI Productions? Your production company is called CGI? You would think having a production company whose name is literally CGI Productions would probably have better CGI. Like they just took the term CGI and slapped it onto their production company. Yeah, I dabble a little bit in CGI, you might say, because my production company is called CGI Productions. Oh really? What kind of movies do you make? I got this one little movie. It's called Scrooge. I gotta say it's pretty banging on the CGI if I do say so myself.
Many thousands on want of basic needs.
Like I feel like if you name your company CGI Productions, you have to at least like try to capitalize on that name. So we do get the title card that says 7 years later. Okay, awesome. That's what I wanted. I don't know why you had to add the 7 years earlier than before if you were going to say later after that, but okay. So Scrooge's nephew ends up coming into his little shop or whatever. I don't really know. It's just kind of an empty room. And Scrooge is not having it. He is none too pleased. He is actually a bit upset.
Come and dine with us tomorrow. I'll see you in hell first.
As you can tell by the way Scrooge is screaming good afternoon to him 5 times.
Good afternoon, nephew. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Merry Christmas, Uncle. Good afternoon.
Dude, the voice actor in the booth was popping off for that one. You know, he was giving it his all. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So once Scrooge is done giving his employee, Bob Cratchit, a stern talking to,
You'll want all day tomorrow, I suppose. If it's quite convenient, sir. It's not convenient.
Bob Cratchit leaves and walks down the road with his son, Tiny Tim.
Papa, look.
Why does he look like that? Why does Tiny Tim look older than all the old dudes? Why does Tiny Tim have gray, stringy hair? Why does he look like that? I don't like that.
You know, I'm glad I'm a cripple
And why's that, son?
because it makes people remember who made the lame men walk and the blind men see.
He even sounds like he's old. He sounds like he's fucking like 80 years old, like on his deathbed. Sometimes I'm glad I'm a cripple. Sometimes I wish I could be more crippled. Sometimes I wish I could be dead. Hey, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. What a soothing little instrument. It would be a shame if anything happened to that poor little lady. Just take it off. Why are you walking around with it on your head and whining about it? Just take it off. Sorry guys, I right now I sound like Scrooge, okay? Because this movie, we're only 10 minutes in and this movie's making me mad. Just take off the damn instrument. What are you, fucking stupid? Dude, come on, you put in so much effort when you said good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
But then when you have to scream because you saw a ghost, you just do a faint little guys, what is that? There's something scary over there. There's something scary.
Humbug.
Same, buddy. Same. So as Scrooge sits down to eat his porridge with his poorly rendered spoon, he sees a little rat. A damn little rat that's making a lot of noise.
That's it, little fella. That's it.
Scrooge, when he's about to bust,
Come on. almost there. Yes!
But then after Scrooge was done wanking it, Jacob Marley shows up as a ghost and he starts having a little fun of his own. We're 20 minutes in and this is already the most sexual Christmas Carol I've ever watched. But after Marley leaves, Scrooge tries to go to sleep for the night when he is interrupted by the ghost of Christmas past.
Come, Scrooge.
That's not the ghost of Christmas past, that's a straight up demon, bro. Bro's looking like Heat Miser with that hair.
By me touching your hand, Scrooge, we will fly.
I love the fact that we go from like this like really like scary like demonic music straight to like just the happiest of Christmas music. Oh no, spirit, don't kill me, please, please, spirit, don't kill me, please, please. But then we learn about his significant other, which ended up leaving him because he was way too busy counting coins. Look at him there. She's standing right there at the table crying and he's just smiling, picking up coins. My man's been sitting at that desk picking up coins for the past 20 years at this point. That's all he does. He just coin? Boop. Coin 2? Boop. Coin 3? Boop. Coin 4.
What profit a man if he gain the whole world, yet he loses his soul?
What was that? So many creative decisions in there that I do not understand. Why would you zoom in to your poorly rendered animation? When you zoom into it, you can see the inside of it, which isn't done. And also that audio.
He loses his soul.
So far, this movie is a 10 out of 10. The only thing that would make this go up to an 11 out of 10 is if we had like a poorly rendered like PNG of some like fake food on just like the entire wall or something. Then it would be an 11 out of 10 for me.
Come,
Well, I'll be fucked.
I am the spirit of Christmas present. You have never seen the likes of me before.
I hate this. I hate this so much. The more characters we go through, the worse they look. What is going on with the hair on his face? What is going on with the robe that he's wearing? I have so many questions that will never be answered. Could you imagine watching this on like acid? Dude, that would be a fucking trip. But then that scene leads us into probably the most confusing scene out of the entire movie, which is where the ghost of Christmas Present and Scrooge are walking, but they're not walking through anything. They're just walking in front of the background that keeps changing while they themselves are like half see-through for some reason.
I just love Christmas.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it, which is probably what makes this movie so great, is just that I don't understand it. It's working on levels that I just can't understand yet.
Come, Ebenezer.
Looks like bro's like thrusting his shit. My man Ghost of Christmas Present is getting down and dirty. I think I got something in my eye. My men are double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon, bro. Okay, forget what I just said because look at that one in the back. Okay, that, my friends, is a Giat, if I have ever dang seen one. Someone was born blessed. Then we end up at Bob Cratchit's house, and once again, there's Tiny Tim over there looking older than everybody in this entire scene. A lot of times when you watch A Christmas Carol, Tiny Tim is like the innocent one. You know, he's like the cute, innocent boy. You know, everybody cares about Tiny Tim. When I watch this, though, I kind of don't want him to make it. Okay, give it a rest. It's a cartoon. I can make jokes like that when it's about a cartoon. Look at him. Look at him. That's not cute. That's not lovable. That's ugly. That's gross. You can't tell me that you would want to look at that every day. If any of us had a choice, he wouldn't be here. He wouldn't be here, okay? I'm not the bad guy for saying what we're all thinking.
God bless Mr. Scrooge. And God bless everyone.
God bless Mr. Scrooge and God bless everyone. Shut the fuck up. And still, I have to ask, why does everybody in this scene have normal colored hair except for the kid? The smallest kid has gray hair. Why does his dad have black hair? Why do the women have brown hair? Why does he have gray hair? Kids don't have gray hair. What is this?
Tell me, Spirit, will Tiny Tim live?
Not if I have anything to say about it, Scrooge.
If these events are not altered, the child will die.
Oh, thank fucking God. Thank God, dude. Scrooge, go home and don't do anything. Don't change your ways. Just keep being a big old Scrooge. I'll back you up on this one, bud. I'll back you up on this one. But now it's time for the Ghost of Christmas Present to go. And the way that he leaves, I think might shock you a little bit. So I'm just going to show it to you because it's interesting. It's interesting. It is very interesting.
Now I must leave you, Ebenezer. So go forth and know him better. Go forth and know him better, man. Go forth and know him better.
Like, why'd you do that? Why'd you have to do that? He could have just disappeared. Why'd you make his entire body fall off, but his bones stay? And then why'd you make his bones disintegrate too? I don't, why am I asking these questions? I'll never know what they were thinking when they were making this, but I guarantee they were on some nasty drugs. They had to be on some nasty drugs, bro. And whatever they were on, I want in on it. So whoever made this, if you're watching this video, hook me up because I want to have that kind of creativity. So then the ghost of Christmas future? The ghost of yet to come? The next ghost gets here and Scrooge ends up finding out that he's the one that dies if he doesn't do anything about little Timmy and he changes his ways. Then Scrooge is thrown into hell. I think it is pretty ironic that out of the 4 movie reviews I've done on this channel, 2 of them we have seen literal hell. I don't know, it's just kind of a weird coincidence. But then Scrooge wakes up and he's back in his bed rolling around like a little goofball. Ooh. And he's so happy to be back and not be dead that he ends up doing the gritty.
I feel as light as a feather.
Scrooge gets down. He don't play.
My boy. Yes? Tell me, what day is this? Why, it's Christmas Day.
Come on, bro. Why do they all look like this? Why do they all look like this? Every child is so ugly. He looks like he's over 100 years old. Bro, this kid's got like arthritis. He's got swollen ankles. This kid's old. Does age work backwards in this universe? What is going on? So then Scrooge makes this little boy that he just found take this turkey to Tiny Tim. Nothing like child labor. And that's pretty much the end of the movie. They all leave happy. We all know how it ends. Everybody's happy. They got the Christmas spirit in them. They're having a jolly good time. They eat some turkey and Tiny Tim lives. Sadly. So that was Scrooge. I'd say that I'd have to give that movie a solid 12 out of 10 hip thrusts, because that might have been the best movie I've ever seen. Also, I just figured out why this movie looked so terrible, and that's because whoever made this is really old. And I only know that because at the end of the movie it says, I dedicate this film to all my grandchildren, and there's only one person credited as the maker of the movie, and that is Danny Copen. So there you go, Danny Copen, there's your shout out. Thank you for making this masterful film. I personally had a lot of fun watching it, and I think that honestly you should do more movies like it, because I would watch them. Danny Copen, make more movies, please and thank you. But that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video when I try to hit the gritty just as good as Scrooge did in this movie. But until then, goodbye and Merry Christmas.